Okay, hello. Finally back with some more Dominoid. Let's see if I'm live. Yes, I am. Okay, good. So, first things first, I did attempt to stream a few minutes ago, but, you know, I only got like a few minutes into that stream, and then, for some reason, it just stopped streaming. There was nothing wrong with my internet, it was nothing... I don't know, I could not tell what the problem was. It stopped streaming. It went red, 0 kilobits per second going out. I tried to reconnect, it couldn't. From what I could tell, it had nothing to do with my internet, because I didn't disconnect. None of the bars went down, nothing. So, you know, I guess hopefully it's nothing on my end. I guess I could just blame YouTube. But, yeah, it seems like I am streaming right now. We're good to go. Okay, hopefully it doesn't cut out again. That would suck if we went into a game and, you know, just shut down in the middle, and then I'd have to make like a part 2 or something. I really would not want to have to do that. But yeah, okay. We can actually officially start now. Hopefully it's all good. So, yeah, I did a sound check too before, in those few minutes of the last stream that is now deleted. So I think my audio is good. And yeah, okay. Now, okay, first point. As I said in my first Gungeon stream, I was on vacation last week. About directly a week ago, actually, 1 week ago. I was on vacation, and during that trip, I got a new high score. Yeah, just randomly in the middle of the night, at like 1 AM or something, when I'm like, I couldn't sleep, and I was like, I need to be up next morning. Let me just play a little Dominoid. I ended up getting a high score. It was a really darn good run too, and I actually have some of it recorded. And I think I can just drag it on here. Yeah. I got to level 8 with some pretty good badges, and I thought to myself, this is a pretty darn good run, so let me just start recording and see what happens. I thought it was on its way to being one of my best runs, and that is indeed true, as we see. So my strategy, or what I ended up doing at least, for this run here, is I made a big ring, and I didn't think this was possible, but I made a big ring, my titular 120 big ring, or so. I think it was technically 121, but whatever. But I made a giant staircase. Not a staircase necessarily, it was a big tower, just like alternating columns left and right. Ones in which if one side were to fall, then it would just make a big chain reaction of 2 big columns making a big combo. And yeah, that's what I did. I put all that in just one large combo, and that made that contributed to my golden max combo that you see up there. The big ring made the golden clear badge, and I eventually just did enough combos to get the golden combo badge up to this point. I had a lot of combos this entire game right here. It was insane. It was in like the 50s. Like the golden is like, you need 40 of those. I was almost at like 60 combos for this whole run. That was nuts. I'm really glad. And it wasn't like super big combos each. Like I had that large combo, and I just did a bunch of small combos everywhere I could. And yeah, I somehow found a way to get a silver rush badge in there just randomly. But yeah, this was an insanely good run. And if you notice, last time I recounted that the values of the badges are 3 for gold, 2 for silver, 1 for bronze. If you count up the badge value right now, it's 11. So if I would have actually gotten a victory, because, you know, spoilers, I didn't get a victory, I did not get to level... That was a good combo right there. But yeah, I did not get to level 10. I didn't get past level 9, I died in level 9, which is really frustrating, but at the same time, you know, I guess it's not too bad because I wasn't actually streaming. If I do get to level 10, which eventually I plan on doing, it would be awesome if I got that right on stream. But yeah, regardless of, you know, not getting there, it does prove, this run right here does prove that I am on the edge, possibly, of getting to level 10. I really want to see that happen, because that's the next step, really, in terms of that sort of progression in my journey of playing this game, is get to level 10, and then eventually beat level 10. Right, it started off as get to level 9, and then eventually beat level 9. We saw that on the other stream, right? Technically last stream for Dominoid. But yeah, this whole recording here goes on for another like 10 minutes. It's a very long run. It ends at like 53-ish minutes or so. I'll skip along here. Now we're at 160 score, still level 8. I did not once I got here, like, the pressure was on, right? I thought to record, I unpaused, and I just went. The pressure really kind of got to me, I think, and I ended up not really doing as well as I could. I noticed when rewatching this, I was like, man, that was definitely a mistake in that press, and that was a mistake here. So yeah, as I've always said, when you get to these higher levels, every single little mistake, those add up, and that will make you crumble till you get a game over. Let's continue here. That was a point of level 9. By about a little ways into level 9, I got to 170. Nice combo there. Keep going. More combos there. Yeah, that placement right there, that was definitely not intended. At the very least, not ideal. Keep going here. We're getting close to 180, and that's exactly what it ends up being, is just above 180 score, which is about 10,000, more than 10,000 above my previous high score before this. So yeah, this was really darn good. I mean, in terms of badge variety, I'm still missing the time, I'm still missing the ring. I feel bad because I did that whole ring stream. Actually, no, I made a mistake earlier. I said that my level 9 beating stream was last stream. No, I forgot about the ring stream. But yeah, I feel bad that I haven't been getting on the rings, which hopefully I can change this time, which I will be getting to towards the end of my speaking segment here at the beginning on what I plan on doing this stream. But I am close to death here in the footage. I'm skipping through. And when I know I'm about to die, I'm just trying to place as many pieces as possible because that does technically contribute to the score.
Game over.
Game over. I'm just gonna let the footage go until I hit the details section. Yeah, this is the details. So yeah, 56. I think did I say 58 or something? I don't know. 56 combos, 3 rings, which is regrettable. Max combo 8. That got me the golden max combo. Max Usher 4. Silver rush badge. Clear 121. That's my big ring. Yeah, my high score now is about 181,000, which is insane, and I didn't even mention yet, that is 20k shy of 200,000, which is an S rank, and that's another goal I want to get to. I'm assuming that, you know, with optimal play, about on the level of this one, or even my last high score before this, I'd imagine if I'm getting a decent ways through into level 10, I'll eventually be getting to 200k score. But I don't know, if I'm playing super duper good, I might be able to get that before even level 10. But yeah, it's an interesting thing where I'm working on like multiple goals here. Like I want to get that S rank, I want to get that high score, 200k plus. But I also want to work on the badges, and sometimes these things coincide, sometimes they don't. Sometimes, like, because when you get to level 10, you need to actually form a strategy of like what badges am I going to end up getting. Because as I've said, sometimes you need to mix and match. You gotta wonder whether I'm going to go for time. If I go for time, then I can't set up for a big ring, or maybe I can. There are different time segments. I'll get to the time badge later when I start talking about clarifications. But yeah, I think that's it for this. Let me just remove it. Okay, next up. Talked about that. Yes, okay. So, a few days ago, I think, I believe I started, I started thinking to myself about, score and valuation and the things that you do in the game to get score. You know, what is the most efficient thing for getting score? As I said last stream in the rings, or the last Domino stream, the rings seem to be, you know, pretty good for score, right? I was not playing super duper well in that one run where I did go focus on basically nothing but rings, and I ended up getting a much higher score than I thought I would. So I'm like, you know what, these rings actually giving me a pretty good score overall. So, you know, I thought to myself, I'm just gonna look back at some footage, maybe take a few small notes. I'm like, okay, doing this gives me this amount of points, doing this gives me that amount of points, so on and so forth. Compare and contrast, you know, how difficult those things are to do, and, you know, maybe I can take mental notes of that and see if I can incorporate that into my gameplay a little bit, you know, just decision making therein, etc. So I ended up looking back at that footage, taking some notes, and those notes became more notes, and those notes became more notes, and I ended up basically going on a whole exploration of like re-engineering the the equations of like score calculation for basically everything. I was not successful. I did take a lot of notes, like here I will show there. I made a whole Google Doc, or not a Google Doc, a Microsoft Word document, because I put it in like a notepad at first, and I'm like, this is getting too big. I need to put it in a freaking document. Oh, that's the other one I'm trying to move. Make it a little bigger. But yeah, placing a tile always gives you 10 points, right? That's pretty easy to see in one experience. And then I said, okay, for normal clears, just nothing involved in terms of combos or rings or rushes. That's what normal means. It's just no rush, no ring, no combo, etc. This section here is for just normal clears and for rushes on top of that. So you can do the 2x2 clear. That would be clearing of 4. That gives you 200 points for your score. If that's a part of a rush, then that gives you 300, so tack on 100. Times 3 gives 400 score, that tacks on another 100, etc. And then we can see clearing 5 gives 250, clearing 6 clears 320, so it's like an increase of 50, then it's an increase of 70, then it's another increase of 70, just going down the list of normal clears. And yeah, I'm assuming some of these things are just logarithmic, right? Like once you get to this, it's multiplying the increased amount by so-and-so amount. But yeah, basically, long story short for all of these, right? I haven't digged deep enough to actually make like a graph out of this or anything, or see what is the most optimal strategy, what is better than other things. Yeah, but you know, as we see, when we get to like a clear of 20, it's like 3,000, and that's pretty significant because it's like almost double-ish of like 5 before, which is a clear of 15. I didn't get data for everything. I wanted to get data for a normal clear of 11 and rushes therein. I didn't quite get that. I only looked through like half of my last stream or something like that, so there's a lot more data to comb through. But that's the clear. I ended up making one for rings and combos right here. Now the smallest ring you can make, which is the 3x3, gives 1,000 points exactly, and I think that is the main takeaway. I said last time I kind of regretted that I was only doing those 3x3s, but after analyzing these scores, that's really freaking efficient. Like 3x3 to give you 1,000. I have this whole system of efficiency where I divide the score it gives you by the total clear, right? And this one's really efficient, just getting 1,000 whole points for that 3x3. And you need 20 rings for the bronze. Is that right? No, you need 10? Yeah, 10 for the bronze, 20 for the silver. Man, actually, I'm not sure anymore. Let me go check. Game. Dominoid manual. $10 rings, yes, 10 rings for bronze, 20 for silver, 30 for gold. So if you do end up getting a gold ring badge, which I think I'm kind of far off from, I haven't had that much practice making rings, but if you do that, and it's all 3x3s, then that's 30k points right there. That's pretty huge. But here's some other extra data for higher dimensions and like extensions of 3x3s as well. If you start tacking on like other bits onto like a 3x3, right, you make tails, which is what I like to call them. Like if it ends up being a 10 clear, but the actual ring is 3x3, it gives a higher amount of points. That's 1090. 11 clear would be 1200 on a 3x3, and then 1370 you see right there, and then 1580. So I have a bit of a theory that something really efficient here might be making those 3x3s with extended tails and higher clears, but it's just 3x3. That seems really efficient because if we compare, say, 13 clear 3x3 with the 4x4, that is like almost similar amount of points, but I feel like the 3x3 with the 13 clear is much more easier to make. It takes up less room, but it does require you to make more, I think, like-minded pieces touching together. But yeah, I went on this whole exploration of what actions give you what amount of points, and like my only big takeaway for like actually implementing strategy is that the 3x3 rings are rather efficient, right? That's what it seems like, and maybe extensions thereof, higher clear amounts with a 3x3 ring. That's all I really gotta say on that for now. Maybe I'll make some more data, or take some more data and more analysis on that. But yeah, I do like data. That's one thing that I'm privy to. That's kind of I wouldn't say a hobby of mine, but something I do latch on to. If I can take data on something, then I might just do that. Okay. Alright, after that segment, I would like to make some corrections on things I have talked about before. So, I may have mentioned for this game Dominoid that it was made by Wan Games. Alright, that was my first stream, I think I said that. I'd like to correct the record on that, because the person who made this game was streaming, and clarified. But no, this game is not branded as a Wan Games. I just saw that the two people who are part of Wan Games ended up contributing to it, and so I just assumed that that's what it was labeled under, but no. This game is just made by Ding Dong, with some help with other people. And yeah, because it's like a smaller project too, that's what goes into that logic. But speaking of Wan Games, I guess I would like to mention that they do have a, more than likely, this is what they're planning, right? There are no guarantees, I guess. But they are planning on coming out with a demo to another one of their games, and I'm definitely going to be playing that. I'll probably stream it too. So yeah, that's that out of the way. I said last time, or not last stream, but it was either my last Domino stream or maybe my Gungeon stream, but I said I got copyright struck for the track I used, one of the Ape Escape tracks I used. That is not true. I did not get struck. That would be really bad if I got struck. No, I just got claimed. Alright, that's it's a pretty big difference of getting claimed and struck. Struck means like you get a permanent strike on your channel. Claim just means that like they claim the content, they can put ads on it and get money off of it, which is, again, I concluded last time, I don't think it's a big deal. But yeah, I did though. The thing that got me claimed in that Dominoid stream because of the Ape Escape music was a specific track called Mount Pleasant. No, not Mount Pleasant. Mount Amazing 2. And I was like, well, I don't want to use the Ape Escape track on Domino streams and then get claimed again for that. So I decided to replace it, and I found a remix by this guy called DM Dokuro. And I actually knew about DM Dokuro before I found out about this remix. I just looked up Mount Amazing 2 and found it. So I'm using that as a replacement, and I believe he has a video out saying what you can use his music in, and he did say in the background of like gameplay footage he's fine with as long as you give credit. So I'm using Mount Amazing 2, his remix for Mount Amazing 2, for level 5, and you can find the credit for that and a link to the video that has that remix in the description. I also recommend checking out more of his music, because all of his music is amazing. He's a great artist. He did some stuff for A Dance of Fire and Ice too, I believe, which is how I found out about him. Makes some great tracks. He even made his own course, I don't know what to call it, track or custom track course, whatever, using his own music for A Dance of Fire and Ice. It's a really fun one. But yeah, that's kind of a tangent. But yeah, great artist. That's what I'm using for level 5, giving credit in the description. Yeah. Okay. This is in no particular, like, pattern or anything. I'm just going off of, like, the corrections I wrote down that I wanted to clear up. But the speed badge I described in one of these Domino streams, I described the speed badge as you need to get to level 9 in 10 minutes. That's not true. I made that sound like you have to do it from the beginning to level 9 in 10 minutes. No. That was a misconception I had. The way that works is that from levels 1 to 3, if you get to level 3 within 3 minutes, I think it is, you get an upgrade to the badge. So if you have no speed badge, you get the bronze badge. From levels 3 to reaching 6, if you do that under, it might be 6 minutes, I don't know, you get another upgrade to the badge. So if you already had the bronze badge, you get the silver badge. If you don't have any badge at all from that process, you get the bronze badge there. And the another upgrade you can go for is reaching level 9 from level 6 within 10 minutes. And then you get another upgrade. So if you have the silver from before that, and then you do that, then you get the gold. Right? That's how that works. Which isn't as bad as I described. Like, the misconception I have, that would have been insanely hard to do. Probably technically possible, I guess, if you're really, really good at this game. But yeah, speaking of which, I do want to do possibly a super high speed round, like theme a stream around it. Like, I have these themes for the streams. This one is, I named it the Polyglot Run. I'll describe that later. But another one I want to do is the speed one, where I try to get golden speed. That would be pretty bad, or not bad, it's pretty difficult to get. I haven't even gotten silver speed yet, which is still rather difficult for me. But I know I can get bronze speed, which is probably what I'm going to do this stream. Yeah, and the last thing, which isn't necessarily a correction, but just something I should have done last Dominoid stream, the music cut out because I opened something. Let me bring it up again. Yeah, this is not necessarily a correction, but I don't think I listed out the specific tracks one by one for my classic SMT background music directory. So I'm pulling that up right now. I did mention... oh. There we go. Again. I did mention some tracks when they came up, but I didn't mention all of them. So I'm just going to put it all right here. This is the tracks I'm using. So for the menu, you're actually... for fittingness sake, I'll put it on right now as I listen off. So for the menu, which is playing right now, this is the SMT1 arcade music, the SNES version, I believe. Stage 1 is Forum 2 from the Soul Hackers, Devil Summoner Soul Hackers. Stage 2 is World of Envy, I believe that's the SNES version as well, from SMT If. Stage 3 is the Kuzunoha Detective Agency from Devil Summoner on the Sega Saturn. Stage 4 is Kasugayama High from Persona 2, I think that's how you pronounce that. Stage 5 is the Disco theme from SMT2. I think that's also the SNES version. Stage 6 is Yukino's theme from Persona 1. Stage 7 is Ginza from SMT1. I think that would also be the SNES version. I mostly prefer the SNES sound font for SMT 1 and 2 and If instead of the PS1 renditions. Stage 8 is Kama Palace from Persona 1. Stage 9 is Boss Battle theme from Devil Summoner. And should I spoil Stage 10 theme? I don't know. I'll just say it because I don't plan on it. I think what I want to do is, if I ever reach Stage 10, I want it to be with the modern SMT soundtrack directory, which I haven't made yet, because I have a very great great idea for the tracks I'm going to use for that. Spoilers, involves SMT5, because I think SMT5 soundtrack is freaking amazing, right? You should check that out if you haven't heard it. But yeah, Stage 10 is just the SMT1 battle theme, because I thought it was pretty fitting to... Did it work? Am I back? Oh my god, I think it worked. Okay, I disconnected again. I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, if I'm here, hopefully I'm here. I mentioned at the beginning of the scream, oh my god. yeah, I feel like screaming. I mentioned at the beginning, I cut out, and I just stopped streaming. So I had to restart the stream. I only missed a few minutes. This time I went on for, they spent like 25 minutes. Jesus, my rambles, my god. But this is important stuff I want to get out of the way. But yeah, I went on for much longer up to this point. I saved it, I disconnected from my internet and reconnected to it, and for some reason that fixed it, so yeah. I don't think I was cut off from any talking point, I just finished off listing classic SMT, my classic SMT directory for background music. That's all, but yeah, hopefully I'm back. There's a random weird cut there, because I was disconnecting. I don't know. Maybe it's my ISP, maybe it's my internet cutting it, maybe it's on that because reconnecting helped it. Maybe it's a problem with OBS or something, I don't know. But yeah, let's... I hope this is not a consistent issue. But that's it for my corrections section. So, last thing to talk about is what we are doing today for Dominoid. Today, I mentioned it earlier, and you can see it in the title, I'm doing what I call the Polyglot Run, which essentially is, I've defined it to be getting every single type of badge at least bronze in it. So, rush, combo, max combo, clear, rush, and I forget one. And time, yeah. Of course I forget time, because time is difficult. At least for me. Hopefully that changes, but yeah. That's what the Polyglot Run is going to be. Hopefully I get more than just bronze and everything. I'd like to get a bit more of an upgrade, because the idea here is like getting all these different types of badges and a high enough value, hopefully close to level 10, or a value of 10, so that it would clear the bar for getting to level 10, theoretically. So yeah, the whole purpose, I guess, is that, you know, I'm confident that I've learned a number of skills in this game. All I really want to do is just start putting it all together, because, you know, you saw on my last high score I got recorded, pretty close to level 10, so, you know, I'm hoping that I can just start putting stuff together and, you know, break new boundaries that way. That's what it's all about. Okay, what else? And if I do the Polyglot Run, I get all the... I do what I planned on doing. Getting bronze in each badge, at least. That'll be one run. If I can end up doing that, then I think a run after that, I'll just do a normal run. My typical, get as high amount of score as possible. Maybe end up getting level 10, start off with a big ring, that sort of thing. So my game plan for the Polyglot Run is, for the first 3 levels, I described the time badge earlier, how it works. For the first 3 levels, I'm going to get the time badge, the bronze time badge, just focus on time for the first 3 levels, and then after that, don't focus on time at all. Just get that bronze time badge, and then from there, go and do other stuff. Now from there, I'm going to do a huge stack-up combo, probably only like a few columns, like 2 or 3. And then off to the side of that, I'm going to try and make rings, and get that built up. And from that, that huge stack up for a combo will presumably get me a high max combo, enough to get at least a bronze, but hopefully higher than that. If I make it high enough with enough tile pieces, it would get me the clear badge. I think you need 40 for the bronze on that. And doing that would also contribute to the total combo badge throughout the entire run. So throughout that process, I'll have some on my combo, some on my ring badge, but probably not totally complete on both of those. And once I have the clear badge and the max combo badge from that, that should be good. From then on, I'm just going to focus on making more rings for the bronze ring badge, maybe higher, hopefully. That'd be nice to eventually get a silver ring badge. That'd be really cool. That would be a new feat for me. And then eventually a combo badge. Higher than bronze at some point, hopefully, because I do pride myself in getting a lot of combos throughout a run. As we've seen so far, I've been able to consistently kind of get the golden combo badge throughout my runs. It's been really fun to do. And last but not least, hopefully I can just eventually fit in a rush. Like, I haven't really thought too hard on setting up for a rush, but I'm hoping that eventually I can just fit it in somewhere, because that's usually how rushes go. Like, they just happen. But yeah, if that doesn't work, then maybe I'll start thinking to myself how I'd actually set up for making a rush. And the last thing, the very, very, very last thing I think I need to cover is that I haven't played in a while. so after all that explaining, all that analysis, all of the yada yada, all I have to say is I might end up sucking. but who knows? Sometimes I think of myself as, like, after taking a break of something I've worked very hard at, or I'm good at, or it's something I enjoy. Sometimes after taking a break and when I come back, I'm better than ever, somehow. that just somehow ends up happening. Right? I think of the Smash documentary with this player called Azen, or Azen's friend, was like, yeah, sometimes he just stops playing the game, but he comes back better than ever. So I'm gonna go really fast. I might not talk too much. Just gonna go fast. I did a practice run before I started recording, actually, and I did get the bronze time badge, so hopefully it's not just me. Ah, shit, that's not where I go. Maybe it's not me just getting nervous or something. Now this sucks. God dang, whenever I start streaming or recording, I can't sufficiently get speedy for the time badge. Probably not gonna get too many combos or nothing, I just want to go fast. Oh, here we are on the next level. I put on the SMT music when I went to Ape Escape, goddammit. Okay. I'm gonna quit this run. I feel slow, and I want to put on... Ape Escape, actually. In case the stream cuts out again. Well, do I need that? I do have the stream off to the side, actually, so... I'm probably okay. But we probably have a delayed reaction to it, and I don't want that, because if I'm too slow to reconnect, then the stream will actually fully die, so I'll have OBS in the background, which looks weird to me, but I don't think it'll distract me. Okay, I'm gonna go fast. Oh, that was not what I wanted. They got a ring. Guess I actually get some combos here. Alright, I got it. Alright, now I can chill. Now I can chill. Okay, now I need to make rings in, like, a big combo. Maybe I could have built off that, but whatever. My mind is blank right now. I just need to... After I spoke so confidently of myself I'd be able to make combos, I'm just like, how do I make a combo again? Oh, pretty close to a rush. spring. I need to think to myself. No! Oh, god damn it. I wanted to just put that in the stack, but it just snapped right as I unpaused. Damn. How many do I have there? I don't know. I think one more would do it. Fire in the hole! Oh my god! How do I fix this? Oh shit! Fuck. Okay. I might have just, like, made this unsalvageable. Oh my god. I gotta make rings from this, goddammit. Oh, hi, DM Dokuro. It'd be a miracle if I could somehow save this. This remix is so good. The original is amazing, but this one is also just so brilliant. Oh, there's a rush. Nice. Okay, we're on our way. I think I can do this. Oh. I have not been able to make rings that just... But what if... Look at that big ring. Ooh, it's so delicious. I fucked up. Oh no. Trying to make a ring, couldn't do it. There's a ring. Look at that. Combos. Now I just need rings. I just need rings. Oh man. How does one make rings? Look at that, more combos. Nice. We can start a 3-ring over there. Oh, damn it. Look at that. One more ring. Let's go. I'm making bigger rings now too, which I'm kind of proud of. I meant to do something different there. Oops, that's not good. Damn. Ruined. Oh my god, I got it. I got the polyglot, let's go! I have no idea how I'm gonna recover from this. Uh-oh. That sucks. There we go. Ah! Well, this is level 8. Yeah, I might not be able to dig my way out of this one. I'm digging. didn't
over.
drop like I thought it would. Oh my god. Well, what a fun run. That was... Ooh, that was crazy. Okay. I got the polyglot. That's a value of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Not quite 10. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna stick to my my normal methods of getting 10 value. Then again, I've only gotten it once before when I when I recorded it on vacation. Oof, alright, I need to chill out for a second. I think I'm gonna get up and stretch, maybe grab some water, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Probably should have left it on the score. So we got 35 combos. I was 5 away from the gold. 10 rings exactly, because I'm a cheapskate. Max combo 8. It says max rush of 3, even though I think it's supposed to be 4. I think that's been a bug for a while, because I think I've seen that in other runs where I'm like, I got a bronze rush, and I think that's 4, but it says 3, so whatever. Max clear 47, that's, yeah, bronze clear on that, and 1300 cleared. So I'm gonna quit out real quick, change some settings. I didn't want to, admittedly, I didn't want to leave the string hanging for too long, so, you know, I didn't want that dead silence there of just nothing, so I ran really quickly to get the water and just chill out, so it just give me a moment to breathe. Okay, let's get into this.
Ready. Go.
We're going for something wacky here. I don't exactly know what. Damn it. Cool. Cut out? Yeah, I don't know why. Is this, I wonder if this directory is bugged or something. Because it seems to be almost always this one No! Oh, I didn't see that would happen. God.
Ready.
Always the little tiny details and quirks. Again, this is my first session back from a break, so cut me some slack. Oh, this sucks.
Ready. Go.
The Tower of Power. I hope this works. That little 4 there was causing some trouble. I had to think through the moves. One more. You see, with this 2-column stack combo thing, I think it's only possible to go up to... well, I don't know. It's more likely you'll get only bronze or silver, but maybe doing it this way is possible for something like a gold. Got it really dangerously close here. Okay, I've got a really big combo here. I think it works. If it doesn't work, that little 4 there might cause some problems. I think it might. I've felt it before. It might not work. Well, actually, no. It combines with the 4s there, so maybe. Alright. Look at this. Yeah, okay, silver, let's go. Oh, alright. Great, great. The high score that I showed you in that recording, it was something like that. It was, I probably had something else too, below it to make it a gold. But as we see right there, it's, you just have 2 columns. Probably not possible. Well, maybe. I don't know. If you're really min-maxing, if you don't do the big ring, then I can imagine that it's possible. I didn't even notice that was going to happen. give me the option for a super big ring. Should I go for it? Alright, why not? I don't want to give up this run. Or I don't want to throw it in the garbage, so to speak. Did it work? No, no, no! Oh, no, I could have done it different. I hate that. They really should change that. Oh my. Oh, it didn't count as a ring because there was a 2x2. That's so disappointing. God. Yeah, I'm playing this out as... No, it's a death sentence. Ah. So frustrating. No, the music's back at least. I feel like I'm getting in good practice though. I'm not getting super far or anything, but I've gotten the hang of making those big combos again. Because sometimes when I'm just at a blank slate, I'm just like, oh my god, how do I even do this again? No rush, no rush. That's the thing about rushes when you're doing the big circle, is that there's always a chance that you just get like a double version of the outside ring number, and so you just can't continue. It's happened so many times to me. Doing the big ring has its drawbacks, but man, it gives you a lot of points. Oop, did not mean to double press there, my bad. I'm going for the extra big one again this time. That was not good. Sometimes you don't see it when you're just about to clear something. Oh no! No! Oh my god, it oh, I hate this. The smallest little mistakes gets ya.
Game over.
I'm going again. I want a good, an actually good run. I don't want it. Man.
Ready. Go.
I'm glad I got the Polyglot Run, but all these other runs have been just so terrible. Going for a big combo, and I just... my brain's too messed up from all the losses. Oh, there's a combo. That was a cool combo. I'm getting pretty high here, might as well start stacking up now. Maybe I shouldn't go for the super high one this time. Sometimes you just want them to be a lot more spread out, but like you'll get a drought of the number that's on the outside of the ring, and then you'll get a consistent amount of them. I don't want that because I stacked it up like this. And then you'll get doubles you don't want either. Yay, finally a big ring this stream. Actually, that was after a rush too. I can put that down for my data. That's really nice. Actually, I was thinking of doing another ring. Kinda hard to set up now though. I lost my concentration. Wait, what? Oh, shit. Wanted to change the audio. Wait, what? Options. What? I'm pressing enter. What the heck? Oh. Oh, okay. I'm supposed to press Z. Huh, okay. I got tripped up. I guess that's kind of weird. I never noticed that before. I'm pressing enter to hit the option, but like, enter is just pause. It's not select whatever you're menuing. Oh man, I didn't know. I forgot that's the zone. No, man, this is the worst stream ever. I got the one. I got the run that I wanted. I was setting up for such a big combo, man. Oh, you have no idea. Gah. I think my ambitions are way too high. I think that might be it. I don't know. I think maybe I should take this as a sign to like cool out, cool off, I should say. Whew. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have been so gung ho about making such huge combos and shit when I'm just getting back into the swing of things. But yeah, I think it's been a few hours, I think, so I might wrap up the stream now. So I apologize for my terrible gameplay here, except for the first run, which again only made it to like level 8 or so. Might not be that impressive in terms of score, but I like that I did every single achievement, so to speak. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Wrap it up right here. Next stream, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I could play Gungeon again. I could play this again. I really want to pick up something to record off of my CRT, because if I could get some kind of capture card for that, I could stream so many different things you have no idea. I mean, I guess again, I've mentioned it before, you could stream like I did the Nocturne streams, but that complicates audio. Like I can't commentate that. It would be very difficult to do so. Otherwise, the game audio would just be really quiet in comparison to my voice, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I just completely forgot about my solo Nocturne run. As I've said last stream, I definitely go in phases of things. Or I'm not sure if this got cut off of the stream or not. I completely forget what got cut off on that stream or not. But basically, if it's not clear already, I go in phases of things very distinctly. Like I do this thing, that's pretty much all I do for a game, and then I go into the next thing, or I stop for a while. And I don't come back probably for a while. With, I guess, the exception of this, because I played Dominoid, then I played Gungeon, and I'm back to Dominoid, but I really want to, get focused with Dominoid, because if it's something I put to my nose regularly, I can see myself doing really well. There's so many goals to achieve. It's a really, I don't know, a part of me, I don't want to do a disservice to other games, other puzzle games, because I want to get into them too after this. I mentioned Pokemon Puzzle League would be a nice thing to pick up. I could dust off my N64. I think I looked up copies for it. It's not that cheap, or it's not that expensive, I should say. It is cheap. But I don't want to do any disservice to other puzzle games, but this almost feels like I don't need any other puzzle game to play, honestly, because I've played Tetris before. Tetris is Tetris. And I'm starting to get like my fill of like making combos here like I would with Puyo. But I don't know, creator of this game says like this kind of doesn't play like other ones, like the actual, when you're in it and experiencing it, that's kind of how it comes across. So I don't know, I shouldn't judge the other games and say I shouldn't. It might just be my subconscious rationalization not playing them because I'm still not quite used to them. But I don't know, it's been said that if you can get good at this game, then you could probably get good at another puzzle game, so we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know what I'll stream next. So I guess I'm gonna end off the stream then. So, to whomever may be watching, thank you. Thank you for watching. And take care. So, see y'all later. Peace.